This is not first class. Dude, what are you doing?
We're going to Los Angeles.
We're going to Los Angeles just to play a video game? Is that
Just
really
to
what
play a
we're doing?
video game. Oh, God. No, probably not. You're going to just play video games.
That's true, actually. And Star Wars.
And
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
That's our guy. Personal limo.
It is, man. Just me and you.
You know, this is the
Party bus.
This is the actual prop from Speed.
Is that right? The actual prop from Speed.
This is the best thing ever. When I said I want props, I didn't mean riding props.
It's not showing now.
It's not showing now. Look, at our hotel, the hotel that I just happened to choose because I am a Hilton Honors member, there are some interesting characters walking around here. And now we know why. This is spectacular. A junior.
Is that not the same guy?
I don't know. There's a lot of stars here. Hey, speaking of stars, Star Wars.
The Scum and Villainy Cantina.
So, somewhere here in a nondescript place in Hollywood, California, there is a pop-up bar.
Star Wars bar.
Not really a Star Wars
it's
bar.
A Star Wars themed bar, maybe.
Star Wars bar-ish. That is supposedly like Mos Eisley
Cantina.
in there.
Yes. We're going to see if we can get in.
We're going to see if we can get in. We actually do not have tickets.
But
supposedly this has been sold out
since
forever.
Till June.
Till June. And we're going to go.
We're going to see if we can get in. Awesome.
Do you want to try in the front, or should we just try and see what happens?
I think we're supposed to go in the back, but
I know, but we should try. We should just talk to the guy. All right, stop.
That chance, baby, going down.
down back.
Make a right at
Going
the
back?
street,
Okay.
or right at the alley.
Right at the alley.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Thanks,
Going in
man.
that way. So you do go in the back.
See, I told you go in the back.
Okay, go in the back. I was hoping he would go. No, sorry, dude, go away. Now, this is now become extremely sketchy.
It's very sketchy.
So we're now in an alley. This went from all right, we'll humor Brian to
I'm gonna guess this guy is here from Scum and Villainy.
What's up, about?
How you doing, bud?
What's the first name of the person who bought the ticket?
Actually, I don't have tickets, but
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
you got a good.
where can we do it? Where do you own the place? He owns a joint. So
He owns
talking props.
Go, man.
Look at this. The Cantina bar is now been evacuated, and we have an exclusive with the owner. We're here with the owner.
How's it going? You got enough light, man?
It's dark in here, but you know what? The Scums and the Villains totally
They like it that way.
They totally expect this.
Here. I'm a filmmaker. Let's
He's
do
a
this.
filmmaker. He wants like
Oh, look at this. He's gotta get the lighting right.
he's like a legit filmmaker.
I hope that this is not what makes me a legit
And
filmmaker.
I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm JC Reifenberg. I'm one of the owners of the Scum and Villainy Cantina.
And I'm Neil with Talking Props. That's Brian behind the camera. And we just had one of the
This
most
place is
amazing,
awesome.
the most amazing evenings talking with all the people. Jar Jars came in,
my
Vaders
God.
came in, we have
So
all
good.
this stuff. So lucky to talk to this guy. We had probably a 20-minute conversation out there. But here's where this ended up. Owns the ultimate prop. Ultimate prop. He owns a Cantina bar. which is a pop-up.
Yes, pop-up bar in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard.
And been open since April, and it was packed earlier tonight. Hopefully it's going to keep being packed. Legit attention to detail. Brian and I are like super prop makers, and we were taking screen caps and looking at the tables and the cutouts, the booths, on shot first right there, I'm sure. And then even the IG-88 heads, which Brian are. What are they?
Derwent Rolls Royce engine, flame tubes.
But so what's the inspiration for this whole thing? Tell us about it.
I mean, who didn't always want to hang out at a bar like this your whole life? But beyond that, it's like, you know, any Sunday I can walk into any sports bar and put on my costume, which is a football jersey and a hat from the city or the team I root for,
right,
and go in and meet friends and meet people who are like-minded. And it's really easy. Hey, you like the Chicago Bears? I love the Chicago Bears. I grew up in Northbrook. Where'd you grow up?
Right.
But there's no place to do that if you like geeky things. So this is the bar to dress up in your costume and come and meet people.
You root for Star Wars.
And tonight we saw Jar Jar Binks, Darth Vader, K2SO, a chick as an Ewok. It was fantastic.
But the other cool thing is we get like Blade Runners in here, we get brown coats in here, we did see some bridge members from the Star Trek Enterprise in here. We are, I mean,
the Trekkies are just
we're an equal opportunity space bar.
Yeah, I mean, this bar exists in like a cosmic vortex where, you know, Star-Lord can meet Malcolm Reynolds, can meet Darth Vader.
This was a really cool experience that I started out not really fully understanding, right? I went into it saying, we're going to go to the Cantina bar, this is going to be amazing.
I told Neil about it, and he's like, what? I was like, hey, we're going to LA, we're going to go do this.
And now that we're here, it was really cool because you're exactly right. It was almost like, hey, we're all on the same team, we're all kind of rooting for it. And every character that walked through the door, and by the way they have it all set up here, you kind of have to transport yourself because you don't go through a front door.
Right, you go through a back alley, and then you kind of go through this dark tube, and then into a little vestibule, and then as you walk through, you're kind of, I mean, we have no TVs here, we have no outside windows, there's no access to like Earth once you walk in here. So as you walk in, you're transported hopefully to like another world where you can play pretend.
We met a couple from San Luis Obispo or something.
Right, yeah.
And it's like they were from a different world.
Yes, they were from a different world. But it's really, like, it was super cool. You saw everybody hanging around, and it kind of was like, you're like, who's that alien over there? Where are they from? But just totally amazing. Let's talk about, like, what did it take to make all this? Like, were you looking at, like, how you can't ever get like screen actors, right? You gotta mix them.
Right. So,
like, what was your decision making? Because you got it right for the space. I think.
What you need to do is you have to look at the things that you know and you love, and the things that you know and love about that. Movie sets are cool. They're cool to take pictures on, but they're not very functional for doing anything other than making a movie. So it's looking at the worlds that you want to live in and taking inspiration from what those people did and making it your own, so that it inspires, like much the same way that like a Star Wars movie looked at the hero's journey and it looked at myth and all of those things, but it made it their own. It's like taking a look at the things that we've grown up with and then making it functional and making it make you feel like you're in a space that you're familiar with, but it's also totally new.
That's deep. That's really deep. That's really deep for a table. But what's really funny is what he just captured. Brian and I looked at, if you look at the booth tables, the ones in the actual movie, completely non-functional.
They're completely non-functional.
Because they're deep. You couldn't put your legs underneath them. You know,
can't reach for a drink out of them.
It was really not good. But you got you even got the detail of the curve of this bar. Like both Brian and I were just like, this is the round. This is where the guy goes, we don't like you here. With the engine heads, everything is just, it fits right, it feels right, but it functions right. This place was packed wall to wall with people, and it didn't feel bad at all. You know, it felt.
Well, because everybody here is your
Felt-
friend, and you
It
just
felt like
haven't met
home.
him yet.
It felt
Yeah,
like home. I could.
yeah.
We could have sat here and talked with anybody in the bar. We just happened to strike up a conversation with the couple that was next to us.
And so this, if you want to shoot it right there, Brian, this is the only entrance in there. So that was like the oncoming of every character coming into the scene, and it was really cool because you could see them kind of coming out of the corner of your eye, and it was like, oh, Jar Jar, oh, hey, here's Vader coming in here in a dress suit, which was pretty good actually. Again, super awesome. Thanks so much for taking time to talk about it. Come on down to Hollywood, to Scum and Villainy. You gotta go to the website, right? You gotta go to the
scumandvillainy.cantina.com or Scum and Villainy Cantina on Facebook. We have tickets for June on sale now.
You gotta get a ticket. Walk-up's not guaranteed. The place was packed. There's two, you do a showing almost. Right?
Yeah. So you get you get 2 hours. You get a souvenir pint glass, a souvenir coin, and 2 drinks.
And the pint glass is amazing.
But
you get a nice pint glass and a cone.
we're gonna have to wrap up because the next
crew's coming in.
Next crew's coming in.
We're getting
Awesome.
cut out. Jason.
Thanks
All
a lot.
right,
bud.
thanks for having me on.
Scum and Villainy Cantina. Check it out.
Talking prop.
Ultimate prop.
Made mistakes. Quite
We
a
had a
few.
really fun night at Scum and Villainy. Super fun. Now we're at
Fat Sal's.
Sal's.
So far, it looks fine.
Let me see the cross section of that bad boy. Oh my god.
So, this is
What do you have in there?
Fat Jerry.
Fat Jerry, alright, what's in a Fat
This
Jerry?
is thinly sliced ribeye, grilled onions, melted American cheese, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, crisp bacon, fried egg, fries, mayo, ketchup, salt, pepper on a hero.
Are you proud of yourself?